Hello students, welcome to Karnataka LMS Namashakti Nama Bhavishya program initiated by Department of Collegiate and Technical Education. This video concerns to the management students, subject organizational behavior. I'm Ranjita Bia. I'm presenting today the topic types of change, organizational change. So we know what is change. Change refers to any alteration which takes place in the organization and which affects the overall work environment of an organization. So this change are numerous factors. It happens because of numerous factors, internal and external forces, and which may make the companies to make the organizational changes. As a forever evolving organization, one should strive to continuously grow. Unless we adopt to the changing environment, we may not be able to withstand with our competitors, and we may have to wipe out from the market. So organization which learn and cope with the changes will thrive and flourish. Otherwise, those who fail to adopt the changes, they will be wiped out. So as a forever evolving organization, one should strive to continuously grow. Here is a list of 5 types of organizational change that take place when an organization undergoes such a transition. So organization-wide change. Organization-wide change is a large-scale transformation that affects the overall structure of the company. This typically tends to entail resizing of any form, restructuring or collaboration basically, a step towards changing the nature of the company. For example, changing from a highly reactive entrepreneurial organization to one that has a more stable corporate development. Organization structure is the pattern of relationship among the various positions and among various position holders. So structural change involves changing the internal structures of the organization. This change may be the whole set of relationship, work assignment, and authority structure. Change in the organization structure is required because old relationship and interaction no longer remain valid and useful in the changed circumstances. So it should be noted that irrespective of the type of change undertaken, these changes do not affect the organizational culture, and as an end result, affects the behavior patterns of the employees and individuals. And the transformational change. It is important for companies to constantly examine the organization's underlying strategies. So we can call it as a strategic change. Strategic change is the change in the very basic objectives or missions of the organization. A single objective may have to be changed to multiple objectives. For example, a lot of Indian companies are being modified to accommodate various aspects of global culture brought in by the multinational or transnational corporations. A company must be in touch with the environment around them. That includes knowing cultural trends, understanding the social climate, and generally be clued up on technological advances. According to the recent study, maturing digital businesses are focused on integrating digital technologies such as social, mobile, analytics, and cloud in the service of transforming how their business works. In an increasingly digitally motivated world, more tech-based companies are taking risks to the point where it has become a cultural norm. Personal change. Personal change is when a company undergoes mass hiring or layoffs. This necessitates a shift in company culture and process. When a company rapidly expands by hiring and mass, the organization will have to absorb the initial shock of boarding new employees, as it also fits each employee into their new role, where each new role may yet to be defined. This transition, if not managed well, can cause chaos and inefficiency. Chaos, and we can cause chaos and inefficiency. So this is something that should be considered. It is important to efficiently and fairly manage how to disperse the workload. Employees who take on more tasks than originally given can be inefficient, and even if it is a temporary solution to filling gaps, one can result in a shaky transitioning period. Unplanned change. Amid the endless data analysis and plan strategies, an organization can undergo a number of unplanned changes, sometimes even more drastic than planned ones. Changes like these may be introduced in an unplanned manner in response to a change in the demographic composition of an organization, lack of diversity or social equality, or internal unplanned changes. External factors that include economic uncertainties and changes in government regulations play a crucial role in compelling organization to change. Another surprise occurrence could be any kind of natural disaster, with instances like this being completely wild and unforeseeable. A company's response to such an event is a true treatment to its resiliency. Remedial change. Remedial change are brought about when responding to a general sense of deficiency or poor company performance. Performance levels tends to drop when suffering from financial distress. These remedial changes or corrective actions are thus made with the intention of increasing functionality and reviewing certain strategies that may have previously been considered as profitable, but now only seem to be detrimental to the organizational structure. An example, if the environment of a business works in becomes polluted as a result of the activities of that business, this pollution must be cleaned for reasons of safety and welfare. A business would then invest in financing the remedial action or applying for the finances to do so. When a product is deemed redundant either by the company itself or by public, a recall plan of action must be implemented. So with this, I end this session. Thank you very much for watching this video.